Y'all know that Uber has the Black Edition in Jet magazine. They made it. They made it. They made it. So I just wanted to come on here really quick just to show you some of the stuff that's on Uber's platform. This right here, so you can see it. So starting with Tony West under one of the platforms there, it has working behind the scenes over there at Uber. They came out with this Jet magazine edition, and it opens up on the starting page. The first person that gives a dialogue is Dara Kawashawi himself. Then they start off at the top. The head black person over at Uber is himself, the head of the legal department. And it goes on and on and on. So let me see if I can get this. Here we go. Let me get this to where it'll flip a little better. Anyway, he's the head over there. So I'm going to go off here really quick. Tony West. Tony West is the head of Uber legal department. So as we go through this, there we go. Jet edition. Uber, dedicated to blacks working at Uber. November 2023. And this one that I have here is actually a page flipping edition. So let's see what they have here in this edition. But anyway, a lot of black people work in the technology as engineers. They work in Uber Eats department. They work around the world, I believe in Japan or China, and just different parts around the world. And this edition specifies, it goes through and tells you all the blacks, a lot of them, majority that are heads of different departments at Uber. So you can do this yourself. It says a brilliant journey ahead. It's time to celebrate some of the diverse stories of black leadership at Uber. As you're reading these inspiring stories, we hope to ignite your aspirations. Our amazing colleagues are helping us share a future where everyone can flourish. Oh, sorry, the print is really tiny here. Let me see if I can zoom it in. There we go, that's a little better. Where everyone can flourish and create a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive marketplace where Uber magic can happen. Uber focuses on creating an environment that fosters a sense of belonging, purpose, growth, and trust by investing in the most important assets, our people. They're investing in their people. But it gets even more funnier than that. But anyway, it says, we are committed to increasing equitable opportunities for employment at Uber and becoming a more actively anti-racist company, an ally to the communities in which we serve and work. Our executive leadership team is doing their part to make this a reality through setting aspirational goals for creating equitable opportunities for everyone on their teams, and monitoring progress regularly. In 2020, we made commitments, still going strong today, to extend our equitable opportunity efforts through our products and our partnerships and to all users on our platform. We look forward to you joining us on this journey. Uber Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Leadership Team. And it goes on. See if this will flip the page to the next one. Zoom out now, the little page flip. There we go. Jet Magazine, that's there. Talks about them. And Uber values. This is very interesting because as an Uber driver, this is very interesting. But these are Uber values. It says, go get it. Bring the mindset of a champion. Trip obsessed. Make magic in the marketplace. Build with heart. It says, we care. Stand for safety. They say, safety never stops. They say, see the forest and the trees. Then know the details that matter. One Uber. Bet on something bigger. Great minds don't think alike. Diversity makes us stronger. Do the right thing. And then it says, period. So this is just some stuff in the Uber. This is what they put as Uber values in the Jet Magazine edition. Let me do this page turn really quick. And it tells you the contents, it tells you the different pages. They have a letter opening from the CEO, and I won't go through this whole thing, but there's like 50 something pages in this Uber Jet Magazine. It has a spotlight on Tony West. It says we are Uber, recruiting, ESG spotlight, Uber spotlight, Camille Irving, Black at Uber. It says meet the team. It talks about Uber delivery. Talks about the policy team. 5 stars on the Uber app, talking about drivers that have 5 stars and they are Black. It says good eats. Talk about restaurants or food that is in, or recipes that are there in this Jet Magazine. Books and podcasts, Uber team favorite. List the music they listen to, some of the books that they like to read. And it says music, Uber top 20, pardon me, the podcast is different than the music. Uber top 20 Black brilliance. Talk about the music there. Fashion and great minds don't think alike. Like I say, they start with Tony West here. Well, we start with rather Derek Kawashali. He gives an opening letter. Come on, let's see. First going to flip. This thing is running really slow. It talks about Uber. You see a lot of Black people in Uber. So let's see if it's going to flip to the next one. And there we go. A letter from Uber CEO Derek Kawashali. He says on Uber, hello, Black brilliance at Afrotech. Let me see if I can. You look at Uber. You can go on the Uber website or Tony West. And let me see if I can find this thing one more time. Give me just one moment. See if I can find it. Right up here, this one here where it says Uber Tony West. And it is right there, right there. And you can go under the Jet Magazine. It was originally published in Jet Magazine. So when you click on that, for a half mile. And click on this original published in Jet Magazine. It will take you to a website where you can actually flip through the pages and take a screenshot or read through it. It allows you to flip through. In the Uber, a lot of Black stuff in Uber. So that's what it talks about. So I'm hoping y'all have a great. Let me see if this thing is going to load up. It's loading like it did at the beginning. It's very interesting read on the mindset of some of the Black engineers at Uber, some of the Black legal team, different parts of the world. Covers different people in different parts of the world that work for Uber and what they do as far as Black people trying to be inclusive in their community. And how one of the guys actually started, when Uber started, he started with Uber Eats in Houston, Texas. So it was his deal to get business and get Uber started in Houston, Texas. So he did a good job, got Uber started, and Uber's on and popping in Houston, Texas. But some great reads, really opens your eyes as to what's happening behind the scenes at Uber. Gives you up close and personal to these people. And I noticed that some of them, it's like they hold their punches. So it's like I wish they had time to be a little bit more honest and actually talk about Uber, but when it comes to Uber, people are limited on what they want to say because maybe they're getting paid really good. Maybe they can't really expose the beans. I wish Tony West would fight more for the drivers and safety than what he has been doing, but still, 2024 drivers, passengers still getting murdered, killed, raped, shot, carjacked, stolen from, all kinds of things. So I know as a Black person or a man of color or whatever they want to call me, these leaders here in Jet Magazine can do a much better job for everybody. black people. Doesn't matter what race or nationality you are. I wish they would do an all-inclusive, better job for everybody to make sure that there is safety and fairness on the platform. Financially, drivers can be able to take care of themselves instead of some drivers having to live the government and governmental programs and still drive for Uber. So anyway, Jet Magazine, you all read through it. Let me know your opinion. And do you think these people of color or black people can do a better job representing not just blacks in the United States and around the world, but all people, be all inclusive? Make sure to talk to Uber and say, hey, yes, you featured us in this magazine, Jet Magazine, black community, but still, why can't you be fair across the board to everyone so this app stops messing over the drivers, messing over the passengers? So just wanted to put this on your mind. Just want to share. You see the website, you saw, go to Uber, Tony West, click on Jet Magazine, and it will take you through this, flipping. I've been trying to find this for a while, but it will take you through. So hopefully this message has been good to you, and I hope y'all have a great day.